Hello everyone, I am Khanam and this is my fourth video in PHP CRUD. In our previous video we have seen how to insert the data. If I just insert some data here, I'll insert one name here. Just write some mobile random. If I click on submit, you can see here this name is been added here and I have this update button, delete buttons. Okay, we have seen how to create database, how to add the data into the database and how to read the data from the database. Okay, in our 3 videos we have seen that. Now in this video we are going to learn about U. Okay, that is update. Here I have this demo. I'll just show you here. I'll just write one name. I'll click on submit. You can see here Ria is been added and I have this data here. Now when I click on update, all the particular fields, okay, all the name is been added here and I got this update button. Okay, now we are going to see how to update the data. If I just give here Ria 1111, if I click on update, you can see here it's been added here. Okay, we will see how to update this particular table and we are going to learn about update query. Okay, this was the demo project. I'll just close this one. Now we are going to work on this. Okay, now I'll just open that one. Now if you see here, if I click on this update, below if you see here, I'll be getting this ID number, whatever ID number I'm having here, this 19, this below I'll be getting here. You can see below I'll be getting 19, as well as when I click on 19, you can see I'm having here 19, update ID is equal to 19. Okay, we will see how to achieve that one. Okay, this is the update query we are going to perform here. We have seen this index inside index.php. I have this. I have just accessed all the variables and I'm just inserting into the database. Okay, here I have this table. We have already seen this. Now inside connect.php, I'm just connecting to the database and inside read.php, I'm just accessing the data from the database. I'm just displaying in my website. Okay, this is the code we have written. You can see here. If you want, you can just refer the previous videos, but this is the code we have written to display the data in website. Okay, now here I have this update button. We have seen this one, this update button I have here. Now when I hover on this, I should be getting this ID below. Now if I hover, you can see I don't have any ID here, but here if I hover, I'll just come back. Now here if I hover, I'm getting this ID. Okay, to get that ID, I'll just come here. Now inside this, I'll just give here update.php file name. This is my file name. Here I'll just give question mark. I'll give, you can give any name here. I'll just give update ID and I'm just going to concatenate whatever ID I'm having here. Okay, this particular ID, I'll just copy this and here I'll just paste that one. Okay, I'm doing concatenation, so I have to write dot here, concatenate dot. I'll save this. Now if I just come to my project, if I refresh once, now whenever I hover, you can see I'm getting the ID number below 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'm getting all this ID. Now when I click on this, I am redirected to update.php and also I'm having this ID, update ID is equal to 1. Okay, this object not found I'm getting because I have not created that file. I'll just create that file here, update.php. Now if I just refresh once, you can see I'll be having this. Okay, that error has gone and now I have this. Now again if I just come here and if I click on this ID number 7, I'll just click on this. Now you can see in my URL I'm getting this ID, update ID is equal to 7. Okay, now whichever data I'm clicking, that data should be displayed in my table and I should be updating that one. Okay, first inside this update we have to connect to the database. To connect to the database, I'll just include my connect.php file. I'll just write here include and I'll be writing this connect.php. Okay, this is the file which I have written the code to connect to my database. I'll just remove this extra spaces. I'll save this. Now if I just refresh this one, I'm successfully connected to my database because I don't have any error. Okay, we have already seen that if we don't get any error, which means that I'm successfully connected to database. Now inside update.php, inside index.php, if you see, I need the same table. Okay, instead of copying this one, we will directly see completely from the scratch about update. I'll just come to Bootstrap and here click on get started. And here you will be having this starter template. Copy this one and inside this update.php, below this just paste that one. Okay, remove this JavaScript from here. We don't need this one. I'm just going to remove this and also I'll remove this comments. And also for CSS, I'll just remove this till integrity. And also I'm just going to remove this Okay, that's all. I'll save this. Okay, I'll just write one h1 update. I'll save this. Now if I just come to my project, if I refresh this, now you can see here I have this h1, which means that it is working properly. I'll just remove this from here. Now I'll just create one div, and for this div I'll give the class name as container. Okay, inside this div I'll just give the container, spelling correctly, container. Inside this div I want to paste the form. I'll just come to Bootstrap website. Now inside components you will be having this forms. Just click on this. Okay, and here I will be having this form. Okay, just copy this one, and here I'll just wrap inside this form tag. I'll just write here form. Now inside this I'll just paste that form. Okay, whatever I have copied I'll just paste that one, and I'm just going to remove this, and also I'll be removing this password field, and also this one. Okay, I'll just remove this. Okay, I don't need that one. Okay, instead of email address I'll just write here first name. I'm just going to remove this for from here. Okay, I'm just cleaning this one, and also I'll be removing this and also this one, and here I'll just write enter your. Okay, I don't need this placeholder. I'll just remove this as of now. For update we don't need any placeholder. I'll just remove this. Now I have only so much of code inside my table. I have this button, and instead of submit I'll just change it to update, and also I'm going to change this primary to dark, and I'll just give here button large. I'll save this. Now if I show you the output of update table, I'll just come here. Now here if I just refresh this, you can see I have this first name, I have this field, and I have this update button. Okay, now inside this container I'll just give here margin top. I'll just give 5, margin top and bottom. Now if I just refresh this, I have this margin from above as well as I got from bottom. Now here I'll just change the data. I'll just write here title update data. I'll save this. Now if I just refresh this, you can see my title is being changed now. Now in the same way I'm just going to add. Okay, I'll just open my index.php file. I'll just copy this path, and here I'm just going to paste that one, and instead of this I'll just write index.php. First I have first name, last name, email and mobile. Okay, in the same way this one, this entire div, I'll just copy this one. I'll be pasting it here. I'll just change here last, and here also I'm just going to give the type as text, and here also I'll just give the type as text. Okay, again I'll just paste that one. Here I'll be giving email, and finally again one more time I'm going to paste, and this is for my password. Okay, I'll just change the text. I'll be writing here password. I think I have mobile. I'll just write here mobile, and type let it be text. I'll save this. Now if I just refresh this one, you can see I have this first name, last name, email, mobile. Okay, I'm just going to give here, I'll here as well as on top I'm just going to give one property. I'll be giving this autocomplete. Okay, so that I don't get any suggestion while I type. Autocomplete is equal to off. Okay, by default it will be on. I'm just offing that one, and also I'm just going to give name property. Here for first I'll just give here f name. Okay, we have already seen this inside this index.php. You can see here inside my previous video we have already seen that one. Okay, name we have to give, only then we can access this data, and here I'll be giving L name, and here I'll just give email. Okay, whatever you have given inside this index.php you just write, you just give the same thing. Password. Okay, I'll save this. Now I have all this data. I'll just refresh once. Now it's working completely fine. I don't have any error. Now we are going to write our PHP code. I'll just format this document. Control B. I'll close my left panel. Now here first I want to get the ID of this, okay, this URL. Okay, whatever ID I can see here, this 7, I want to get this ID. Only that particular field should be displayed here, and only that particular fields I have to update. So to get this ID we have get method. Okay, I'm just going to write here. I'll just create one variable ID. I'm just going to store that ID inside this variable. I'll be accessing that ID using get. Okay, we have already seen we have two methods, get and post. Post is very secure and get is not secure, because we can access the data of URL. Okay, in this particular cases we have to use get because we need the data of the URL. So we are just using get method to access that particular ID. Now instead of this name, Okay, whatever parameter which is holding the id 7, okay, whatever value which is holding id 7, you have to copy that one and you should paste here. Okay, only then I will be able to access that data. Now if I just give here echo $id, I'll save this. Now if I just refresh once, you can see here I am getting 7. Okay, I am just accessing that URL ID. Now we are going to write the code for that. Now I have to get all the data which is stored inside my table of that particular ID. So I will be writing select query here. I'll just create one variable SQL, and inside this I'll be writing this select query. I'll just use double quotes, select star from table name. Okay, you have to use this backticks, and my table name is, I'll just come here, I'll just see my table name. Okay, better if I just come here, I'll just come to localhost php myadmin, and here I have this table name as series CRUD. Okay, I'm just going to write that table name here, series CRUD. Now this query is telling I have to get all the data from my table, but I don't need the entire data, all the table data. Like this we have already written here inside read.php. You can see here select star from series CRUD, that is table name. Now I don't need the entire data from the table, I need only that particular ID table. So here I'll just give the condition where my ID, this is my table ID, is equal to this particular ID, whatever this value is been stored here. Okay, this particular ID I am just giving the condition here. Okay, in whichever ID I am clicked, only that particular ID I want to access from the database. Okay, now this query is going to do that one. Now I have to execute this query. To execute this query, I'll just create one variable. I'll be using this MySQLi query, and this will take two arguments. First is my connection variable, which we have already declared in connect.php. Here if you can see, we have already declared that one, and we are just connecting to the database. First is that variable, and second is this query variable. I'll just write here SQL. Okay, you can give any names here. Now in this read.php we have seen, okay, inside this while loop if we give, we are getting all the data from the table. If we give only one, which means that I am getting only one particular field. So I need only one particular field, in whichever ID I am clicked, okay, only that particular field I need. So for that, instead of wrapping inside the while loop, I'll just create variable row, and here I'll be giving MySQLi fetch assoc method, and this is going to take this query variable. Okay, whatever it is executed, I'll just copy this, and here I'll just paste that one. Now here if I just show you echo, I'll be giving here row, and I'll just give here fname. I'll just wrap inside single quotes or double quotes. I'll save this. I'll just come here. Now inside my ID number 7, whatever fname I'm having, that will be printed. I'll just refresh this. Okay, I'll just change the spelling, if TCH. I'll save this. Now if I just refresh this one, you can see inside my ID number 7 I have Madhu. If I show in my database, I'll just refresh once. Now you can see here inside my ID number 7, first name is Madhu. Okay, now only this particular field I am accessing, so I got the name as Madhu. I am not getting the entire data. If I just wrap this inside while loop, I'll be getting all f names. I'll just write inside while loop. I'm just showing this. Okay, this we don't have to write in update. I'll save this. Now here if I refresh this, you can see I'm getting only Madhu, because here I have just given the condition, only this particular ID I'm getting, so I'm just getting this one. If I just remove this, and if I just print, you can see all the name whatever is inside my database, that is been printed. We have given that condition only to access this particular ID table. Okay, this particular ID data I need. Okay, that is here Madhu. Okay, I don't need this data, so we are just giving that condition. I'll just do Control Z, and here also I'm just going to remove this while loop. Okay, while loop will give all the data which is present inside my table. Here I have given the condition, so it will fetch only the data which I have clicked, only the ID which I have clicked. Okay, now instead of writing this one, okay, instead of printing this, I'll just store this data, whatever data I am getting from the table, I'll just store that one in separate variables. For fname, I'll just give here fname. In the same way, lname, email and mobile. Okay, I'm just going to change here L, and here also I'll just give here L. Here and here I'll just give email, and here I'll just give password. Okay, now whatever data I'm getting from the table, okay, from the database, I'm just storing that inside this variable. Okay, which data I'm getting this particular ID number 7 data. Okay, just for I'll just refresh once. Okay, now I have Madhu. I'm just going to remove that. Okay, I'll just save this one. Now if I just refresh this, now undefined index password. Okay, I have mobile, so I'll just give here mobile, and here also I'll just give mobile. I'll save this. Now if I refresh this, okay, now I don't have any error and everything is fixed. Okay, from the database I'm just storing that data from the database. Whatever data I am getting in this variable, okay, whatever data I am getting through this, I am storing this inside this variable. Okay, I am just selecting that particular ID data from my database. Now once I have stored this one, now I have to check the condition. Now once I get the data from the database, here I'll just check one condition. If is set, okay, if is set, whenever I click on this update button, only then this query should be executed. Okay, I'll just write here post, and inside this I'll just give here update, and this update I'll just copy from here, and wherever my button I am having here, for my button I'll just give one name attribute and I'll just paste that one update. Okay, whatever you want, you can give any name here. I'm just giving update. Okay, whenever I click on update button, only then this should be executed. Now here in this, okay, in this variable, all the data from the database will be stored. Now I am going to update that particular fields, and that updated data I have to store in some variables. Okay, so I'll just copy this one, and here I'm just going to paste that one. This variables will store the data whatever I am getting from the database, and this variable will store the updated data. Okay, now I have to perform update query. Here I have just checked the condition. If is set, whenever I click on update, only then it should work. Only then my updated value should be stored in these fields, okay, in these variables. Now here below this I'm just going to write one query, that is update query, SQL update query. I'll just write here update. I'll just copy the table name from here, update table name. I'll just copy this one, and here I'm just going to paste that one, update table name, and I have to set, okay, these variables whatever I am giving, this is my column name. Okay, this is my column name which is stored inside my database. You can see this particular name, this particular column name I am just giving here. Okay, this should match with this particular column name. Okay, only then it will work. This f name is equal to this particular updated f name. I'll just write that one in single quotes or double quotes. You can wrap in anything. Now next I have to store L name. This is my column name, and inside this I'll just pass this value. I'll just pass this variable here. I'll just paste that one here. Next I'll just write here email, and inside email I'm just going to write this variable. I'll copy this, and here I'm going to paste that one. And next is my mobile. I'll just write that one here. Inside single quotes I'll be writing mobile. Okay, these updated values I'm storing inside the database, and I'm just updating this particular fields. Whatever ID data I'm getting through this, I'm just accessing that entire data from the database, and I'm just updating. Once I have updated that one, that data I'm storing inside this variables. Okay, now I am just setting this is the column name, and inside this I am setting this updated data here. Okay, these are the updated values I'm just storing inside this one. Okay, now I have to update this only into that particular ID. So I'll just give here where condition, where my ID, this is my column ID, is equal to the updated ID. Okay, which means that this particular ID, whatever I am getting from the URL, that ID I am just storing, so that only that particular data, only that particular field will be updated. Okay, now once I have done update query, I'll just write here result variable, and inside this I have to execute that one. I'll just write this MySQL like query, and inside this it will take two arguments. First is my connection variable, and next is my query variable. Now here I'll just check the condition. If it is true, okay, if my updation has done successfully, I'll just print here echo. I'll just give here updated successfully. Else, I just want to show the error. I just want to throw an error. I'll just write here die, and inside this we have one MySQLi error. I'll just write that one. Instead of query, I'll just give here die, and this will take only one argument, that is connection. Come to read.php from here. Now I have this Rima. I'll just click on update. You can see I'm getting this first only. We have some issues in our code. I'll just write here rr at gmail.com. I'll just write gmail.com and mobile number I'll just give 111 update. I'll just come back. Now if I just refresh this, you can see I'm not getting updated data here. Okay, now if you see here I have just written the condition if $post whatever update ID. If I click on update ID, I have to update this data. Okay, this I am not getting through my database. Okay, to get the data from the database, we are going to write $row, but this I am getting this new data. So instead of this row, I just have to write this $post. I'll just copy this one and here and here. I'll just remove this and I'll be pasting that one. Okay, and also I'll just write here curly braces. I'll just close curly braces here. Now I'll just explain you. Okay, this ID I'm getting from the URL. This whatever ID I'm getting, I'm storing this inside this variable. Now here I'm just writing one query, select star from my table name, where my ID, when this ID matches with this my table name ID, I want to select only that data from the table. Okay, to execute this query, we have to use this MySQLi query method, and it will take two arguments. First is connection and second is SQL, this query variables. Now using this MySQLi fetch ASOC, we can get the data from the database. Okay, I'm just getting the data, this result variable I'm passing here, whatever data I'm getting, I'm storing inside this row variable. Now each time I'm accessing fname, I'm storing inside this variable, lname I'm storing inside this variable. Okay, this is the database name. Email I'm storing here, mobile also I'm storing here. Now here I'm just checking the condition. Okay, these are the values, these are the data that I got from my database. Okay, now once I update this one, I have to get the data from the input fields. Okay, to get data from the input fields, I'm just using this $post and I'm just accessing that particular data. Okay, these are my name attributes. You can see here for first name I have this fname. I'm just writing that one here, fname, whatever the new value I'm having, that I'm storing. Lname, email, and okay, I'll just give here mobile. Okay, these are the names. Okay, these are the updated names. I'm just accessing that one and I'm storing this in these variables, fname, lname, email, and mobile. Now here once I get the new data, I'm just updating that one, update table name, and I am setting this is my column name, that is my table, and this particular variable. Okay, this is equal to this particular variable. Then this column name lname is equal to this variable, and this email and mobile is also equal to this variable, where I'm just giving the condition where ID is equal to whatever ID I got from URL. I'm just storing that one. I'm accessing that data, only that particular data from my database. To execute this query, I have just written this MySQLi query, and here I am just checking the condition. If it is updated successfully, just print me this one, or else just show me an error. Okay, I hope you understood this one. First we are selecting the data from the database, and then after getting the new data, after updating that one, we are writing update query here. Okay, now I'll just come here, I'll just refresh once. Now if I just click on ID number 3, which is having Ria here, I'll just click on update. Instead of Ria, I'll give here RRRR, here also RRRR at gmail.com, and mobile number I'll just give here 111 update. I'll just come back, I'll just refresh this. Now you can see it's been updated to RRRR and I got this 11. Okay, even email is been updated. Now the problem is, if I click on update, you can see here this particular fields are not getting filled up. I want to fill this field, only then I can update the data. So to fill this field, we have one value attribute in our input tags. So here I'll be writing value, and inside this value using PHP, I'll just echo this fname. Okay, whatever fname I'm having, I'm just echoing that one. Okay, I'll just close PHP here. I'll save this. Now if I just come back, I'll just refresh once. Now when I click on update, you can see the first name Khanam, whatever I'm having here, that is been filled up. You can see Khanam is been filled up. If I come to Sita, you can see Sita has been filled up. Okay, using this value attribute, we will be getting the value which we want to update. Okay, I'll just copy this one, and here I'll be pasting that one, and instead of fname, I'll just give here lname, and here also I'll be pasting that one. Instead of this, I'll be giving email, and finally I'll paste it here. Instead of this, I'll just give here mobile. I'll save this. Now once I hit refresh, you can see all the data has been filled here, last name, email and mobile. I'll just come back. Now if I click on this Sanya, you can see Sanya last name, email and mobile is been filled. Now I'll just give a Sanya11, SS11. Here also I'll just add 111111. Now update. I'll just come back. Now if I just refresh once, you can see it's been updated. Once I click on update, I should not be in the same file. I should be coming inside this read.php file. Okay, now instead of printing this update, okay, instead of writing this one, I'll just write here header, and here I'll be writing this one location, and inside this I want to come to read.php file. I'll just write here php. I'll save this. Now again I'll be coming here. I'll just update this Leela. I'll just update. You can see all the fields have come 11, and also I'm just going to give here 11. I'll just give here 22 update. Now you can see I'm redirected to read.php and all the data has been updated. Okay, this is all about update query. First I'm just including this connect.php file where I'm connecting to the database. After that I'm just copying this entire container, this entire forms from Bootstrap, and just writing here. Okay, now here inside this each input field you have to give this name attribute, only then we can access this particular data. And here I am having this method is equal to post. Okay, we have two methods, post and get. Here I am just using post method to get the data. Now here you can see I have 4 input fields and below I have one button. For this button I have given the type as submit and name is equal to update. Okay, now once I am done with this, once I am done with my structure, I'll just come above, and here you can see this ID, whatever I am getting, this ID I got from URL. If I just show you, if I just click on update, you can see this particular ID, update ID is equal to 3. This ID I am getting from the URL, and I am just storing that ID inside this variable. Okay, now I want to access only that particular field data from the database. So I'll just write here select star from table name, and where my ID, this column ID, I'll just come here. Where my this column ID, you can see here this ID is equal to this whatever ID I am having inside my URL, that is 3. Only this particular data, this field data I want to select. Okay, I'm just selecting that data from my database and I'm just executing that query using MySQLi query. Here I'm just fetching the data from the database using MySQLi fetch assoc and just passing this result variable. Okay, you can give any variable names here, and whatever data I'm getting, I'm just storing inside this row variable. Okay, now I'll be getting, using this I'll be getting this entire ID number 3, this entire data ID number 3, this full first name, last name, email, mobile, everything will be stored inside this row. Now each time I'm accessing that one separately, I am just accessing f name, l name, email, mobile, and I am storing inside this variables. Okay, this is having my database name. Now once I get the data, I want to update that one. So using this is set post update, this is this name, whatever you are writing here, that should be matching with this button name. Okay, I'm just checking the condition here. Okay, if I click on update, only then I have to update the data. Now whatever I update inside my input fields, I'm just accessing that one using $post, and I'm just storing that data inside this variables. Okay, you can give any variable names here. I'm just giving the same name, okay, so that we don't get confused. And here I'm just writing one query, update table name, and I'm just setting this f name is my column name. Okay, this table column name, you can see here this l name, email, this is the table name, and this is the updated value. This one is equal to this one, and again this one is equal to this one. Whatever new values I am getting, that I am just storing inside this column name. These are my database table column names, and I am storing that new values inside this one. And here I am just checking the condition, giving the condition where ID is equal to $ID, which means that whatever ID I got from the URL, only that ID data should be updated inside my database. Here I am just executing this query using MySQLi query, connection and SQL. Okay, this is going to take 2 parameters, connection and SQL. Here I am just checking the condition. If my result has been successfully executed, if my query, then you can either echo or you can directly go to read.php file, and else show me an error. This is all about updating data inside the database. I'll just refresh this. Okay, I am already inside update ID is equal to 3. Here I'll just give it AA. update, you can see it's been updated. It's been updated from RR to AAA. Okay, this is how we are going to update data. And to get this field data, okay, whatever field I'm clicking, to get this data I'm just giving here value attribute. Okay, using value I'm just printing that data. This is all about update. You have to write 2 queries. First select the data and then you have to update. Okay, that's all for today's tutorial. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great day.